can't have one of each. And they give us quotes, and then we provide that information to purchasing and contracts, and we can do the contract much quicker because we don't have to send it out to bid. It doesn't have to be advertised for a certain number of days, and so that's what's important about becoming certified, because we just go right into the certified website and we pick up everybody who's in a certain county, and we picked Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo County, and we found a small business, and he came in, and poor guy, trying to find the pipes in a building that's from the 50s and find, well, where is that leak? We buttoned up the walls and it still smelled. Where'd it go? Where is it? And so those are the kind of contracts that are small, but also we have roadway contracts. A lot of them are in the middle of the night, in the rain, and so those end up being a small contract if we're going to clean up the roadway and get it going. And they're not the ones that are the 6-lane or some of these other big contracts that we have. They're going to, well, they were with $147,000, and now they're going to be escalated to $250,000. And that was a legislative change that happened over the summer. Yes?
Since that is changing, is the size of the requirements to a small business going to change also?
Yes, the size, it hasn't changed yet, but to be a small business, the owner has to be domiciled in California, and the business has to be in California. You have to have less than 100 employees and make less than $12 million. Well, it's actually make less than $36 million over a 3-year period. It can be averaged. So it's an average of $12 million for 3 years. That threshold is in discussions to go to $14 million per year on average. But that has not changed yet. Yes?
On the minor league jobs that do go out for bid, are they still going to be based on a meeting a percentage for the DBB or S or I guess it was DBB goals?
Yes, and generally our small, those we want to go 100% to a small business or a disabled veteran business. But if it's a prime, yes, we will still have the goals that are on most of our contracts. Caltrans, the goals that we have, for every dollar that we spend, a quarter of it should be going to a small business, and a nickel should be going to a disabled veteran business. So those are the goals that we've set. Statewide, DBBE is 3%, so 3 cents, but Caltrans up to 5 cents of the dollar, so 5% of that dollar. Yes?
Because it is so difficult to actually form relationships with DBBEs in this area because there are truly so few of them, I was just wondering if maybe there couldn't be like a speed dating type of thing where general contractors can come out and meet some of the DBBE that are in the area, because honestly, we can fax, we can call, we can email, and a majority of the time we receive nothing back from them, and if we do get a response that they're from Taft or somewhere like that, and Santa Barbara's too far and they don't want to bid it.
I would be happy to put that together.
I would love speed dating.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
So you have the goal and you have the good faith effort.
Right.
Is there any talk of that changing? Will it continue to either use them or do good faith effort?
With the Department of General Services, I'm looking for the document. The one that's dated August 24th, 2009, looks like a letter from the Department of General Services. If the contract is going through the Department of General Services, the DBBE is no longer a goal, it's a mandate. So if the contract goes through DGS, which most other agencies go through, like Department of Parks and Corrections, they use Department of General Services, it is, you will contract part of your job to a DVBE. And if you don't, you need a waiver. And if you don't have a waiver prior to bid date, they go to the next responsive bidder. And that is a process that looks like will become across the board.
How
So
long does it take to get the waiver?
you have to contact DGS, and it's
Yeah, but
by,
Say we receive, or we get the documents, and we advertise, and a month before, and we're not getting any type of responses, say 2 weeks before the bid, then we send in an application for the waiver, how long does it take them to get back to us?
you know, I am not sure. On the back of that, on that letter, there's some websites, and on the Office of Policies, Procedures, and Legislation, you should be able to find information there about the DVBE and find a phone number to call. DGS is very responsive, but from what my understanding is, it's not going to be easy. Caltrans has not gone to that process yet, so we still have the goals for, actually, the DVBE is changing. We have not, they could not give me, they're in the process of putting out the new policy, so I don't have that in my hand. But the office engineer, when I talked to him yesterday, said he is in the process of putting that together. But yes, and we understand that trying to find DVBEs is not easy. The fourth website down is my website. I have an external small business website. It's also on my business card. And in that, there is a link to the Disabled Veterans Alliance of California. And when you open that, the Disabled Veterans Alliance website, the first thing you see is like half of the size of the page of the website. It says find a DVBE. It's just a button, and you click on that, and you put in what you're looking for and what region you're looking for, and you hopefully can find, and that's part of the good faith effort, you can hopefully find some to contact. And also, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of that face page on the Disabled Veterans Alliance, there's an email address and a phone number for their office. That's another one. Those guys are extremely responsive. We called them in the middle of a workshop once, and we were in the middle of the presentation, and they called back within 5 minutes and had an answer for us from one of the participants had a question. And it ends up, put them together and they work together now. So, but yes, that's one of the reasons why we changed the websites on the advertised contracts. Because part of that is the DVBs and small business, they're looking for primes too. So it's like you're all out there in the wind and nobody's finding each other. So we're hoping that the way they've redesigned this website, that the opt-ins and the advertising helps will really help folks find those subcontractors to do business with, or a small business or DVBE find the prime to become a substitute. But you're right, getting that link is imperative. Unfortunately, with the number of guys that are coming back from Iraq and Iran disabled, a lot of them are going into business, and we're trying to get the word out. That's one of my jobs, get the word out. Become a registered, if you have a business and you're a disabled veteran, become registered. People want to work with you. We want to be able to make those links, and that's part of my job. Yes?
Is it too early to tell, since this bill just passed in July, if after the 3 years that this bill is effective, do you think that they'll reinstate it, or do you think that they'll do away with it?
No. We constantly do, we send information to headquarters, they're monitoring if it works or doesn't work. And so...
They'll probably go statewide versus in certain areas, because it certainly doesn't work in this area.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a